Hey, this is Vik JC, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to use Helium 10 Xray Chrome extension for your Amazon FBA product research. So by the end of this video, I'm going to show you several different techniques on how to actually analyze your product so you can find a profitable product to sell on Amazon. I'm also going to be giving away some free rules for you to download by the end of this video. Okay, so let's announce the winners of the coaching call and the course. So the winner of the coaching call is Toyin Olasun Kanmi. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. Make sure you get in touch with me in the free Facebook group. I know you're in there. Get in touch with me on Messenger and we can sort out how we go about arranging that call. And the winner of the free course, the FBA Stars free course, is Heidi Green. Heidi Green, with your awesome comment, make sure you get in touch with me in the Facebook group. If you're not joined, make sure you click the link in the description and come and join the group. So let's jump into this video now and learn how to use Helium 10 Xray Chrome extension so you can find the right product. So the first thing you would have done already is you would have used Helium 10 Black Box. And by the way, if you don't have Helium 10 Black Box, make sure you use the link in the description and get your 50% off. Make sure you write in Vik JC 50 to get your 50% off. So what you would have done is you would have got your black box tool, you would have put in the information here, and you would have found a number of different products that you wanted to further analyze, like these ones here. And these are the ones that we're going to analyze today to make sure that you're analyzing these products correctly so they are profitable for you and you can enter this market and really start competing and start making some money. So let's take, for instance, that we found this product over here. So essentially we know what it is. It's some type of biodegradable product that you put into the ground to grow your plants. But what we don't know is the correct search term, the keyword that people are using to type in to find this product. So what we're going to do is we are going to use the Helium 10 tool. All of this comes with the Xray Chrome extension. So let's take, for example, peat pots, plant. There's a tongue twister there. Or we could put in biodegradable pot plants. Let's try this first. So what we'll do is we'll head over to Helium 10 and we will go to Magnet, which is the keyword research tool. And all we would do is copy and paste that keyword here, hit the search button, and try and find the most broad keyword that we want to use that is of low competition. Now, I've taught this in my last video. If you want to check that, I'll link that below as well. As you can see, there is next to no search volume here for this search term. So it's the wrong search term. So this is why we need to make sure we're checking for the right search terms. So let's just go with biodegradable plant pots and see what happens there. Nope. Biodegradable plant pots, and hit the search button. Now what we can see here is there's a search volume of 770, but all we would need to really do is just scroll down and hit this button here, which orders it by search volume, so we can find out the highest searched keyword, the highest searched key term, so we can make sure that we're targeting the right words. So we can start off by using Seed Starter Tray, and this will also give you ideas of what products you could probably sell as well. And as you can see, the search volume is really high, competing products is low. So let's try and find a word that is relevant to what we are looking at. I mean, we can use biodegradable plant pots, but I would like to see a search term that we can use that is of high volume and low competing products. All right, so as you can see over here, that peat pots term is correct, but we just typed it in wrong. We added an extra word. We typed in peat pot plant. So peat pots is what we want to look for. As you can see, there's just under 9,000 people searching for it and less than 2,000 competing products. So this is what you want to look for. We want to open this out just to make sure we are looking at the right search term as well. So on the left here, you can see there's only 1,000 results. So that means there's not many competing people. And as we saw earlier over here, that there are just under 9,000 people a month searching for it. So as you can see, this is, and it looks like the correct term. And what we want to do now is do the analysis on Helium 10 Xray Chrome extension. So all you would do is click on the Chrome extension over here, and then you would hit the Xray product Amazon product research button there. And this will load up all the information that you would need. So it will have the ASIN, the brand, the title, the category. It will tell you the information on its price. the fees, how many sales they make a month. It will also show you the trend as well, and it will show you the revenue that they're making. And also, which is really important to us, is how many reviews they have every single month. We're also going to be talking a little bit around the review velocity, which is important to us as well. That there are a few main things that you need to identify with and a few rules that you need to make sure that you follow, so you know that this is the correct product to go after and start getting in contact with suppliers. So the first thing that you want to see here is make sure that the price is generally high, around the $20 plus mark. You can always add value, which I'm going to show you a little tip on how to do, so you can increase the value of the product. But you also need to make sure that you're adding value to the customer, otherwise they are not going to be buying this product from you. So the first thing that we want to look at is the revenue over here. And as we can see from the top 15, most of them are above the $7,500 to $10,000 a month mark. So as you can see over here, we have $55,000 a month. We have 14.5, just under 10, just under 6, we have 11,000, we have just under 6, we have 118,000, we have 38,000, and then you can see so on and so forth. And as you can see, it continues down right to the bottom, but I tend to like to look at the first 15 just to get an idea of what the top 15 is like, because that's the position that we want to get to, and that's the position that where we will make loads of money. So the next step, or the next rule that you want to look at, is the review count. Now the review count is important because if you have somebody like this who has 409 reviews, it means they've been on Amazon for a period of time. They've been on there for years. So that's not somebody who you want to compete with. Now imagine this whole list had 400 reviews for every single listing. It had 1,000 reviews for every single listing. It would be extremely difficult for you, or it'd take a long time for you to get to first page and even get to the top 15. So we want to make sure that we generally have low reviews throughout the first 15 at least, and throughout the first page as well. So let's take a quick look at that. So what we can see here is the first one is 409 reviews, and that's not a good sign. But what we can see just below that is the next few reviews are 92, 19, 54, 17, and 16. These are all under 100, which gives me a really good sign that this is a product that I might want to go for. Then we have 339. The 132 doesn't worry me that much because we have so many reviews over here that are under 100. And as we continue down the list, we can see that this is under 100, this is, and this is as well. Now, when we look at these products and we look at the review count, we just want to make sure that this kind of correlates to a high revenue. So 92 reviews, 14,000 in revenue. 19 reviews, just under 10,000, and so on and so forth. Now we can look at one of these over here. This person has 93 reviews and they are making $42,296 every single month in revenue. Now that's extremely high. Now the next one down here, you can see there's 71 reviews and they're already making just under 19,000. So these are pretty new sellers, and this could be you if you had your product on here selling at the moment with this many reviews. Now you can see if you wanted to just go lower, you can see here there's somebody with 16 and 11 reviews and they're making just under $7,000 and $3,000 a month with just these low reviews as well. So as you can see, and look at this one over here, 5 reviews and $11,000 a month. So if this doesn't give you the confidence that these products are out there, these are new sellers who've just come into the market, they've started selling very, very recently, and they're already making a decent amount of money. And when they start getting into the high numbers like the 409 or the 132 reviews, you can see the insane amount of revenue that they're making. That's just under 38,000 over there. And this is just above the $55,000 a month mark. So they are doing extremely, extremely well. So that's what you want to do. So in terms of revenue, you want to check the first 15 to make sure they are above $7,500 to $10,000 every single month. You want to check the first 15 to the whole of the first page, the reviews on here, to make sure they're generally below the 100 review mark. It's okay to have a few that are above the 100 mark, like the 409 we have over here. That's okay. We'll eventually get there and probably start competing with that person eventually, like the second person over here is. So we want to make sure that we can take a share of this market. So if we were to add up the revenue over here, this will be well in excess of 200,000 just within the first 10 to 15 sellers. And all we want to do is we want to take a small market share of that to begin with, and then grow our business to take a large chunk of that market by adding value to our product and adding value to the customers. And I'm going to show you how to do that now. Now, rule number 3 can only apply to Helium 10 X-Ray Chrome extension. So this sales part over here, this is the trend, and you can check this across the last 30 days. This here is across the last 30 days, and you can check it across the last 90 days and 1 year, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So if you look at this, what we are essentially looking for is we don't want anything flatlining for a long period of time. If there's anything flatlining like this one over here, you can see that there, that is not a good sign. However, what you can see with this person is the review count is low and that they started selling very, very recently. And even though they're selling recently, they're still making $3,000 a month. So it may have been that they gone out of stock or something of that nature and now picking back up. So what we want to do is we just want to quickly scroll down and make sure there's nothing obvious that stands out in terms of a pattern. Something like this is ideally what we are looking for. These little spikes are absolutely fine. I'm going to click into this as well and show you a little bit more detail. But as you can see, there's nothing majorly flatlining here, so nothing to worry about. If it is flatlining, it means that it might be a seasonal product and something to watch out for. And you may need to watch out for how you go about managing your inventory if you do want to go into seasonal products. My advice is to steer clear of that if you are absolutely new or a beginner or really trying to learn how to start an Amazon FBA business. So let's click into one of these. Let's use this one as an example. Look, so we've got 92 reviews. This person's making just over $14,000 every single month. Let's click into their sales. Sorry guys, I just had to put a charger into the laptop and I was about to die, and you won't see this video. So what we want to do is click into the sales trend line over here, and what we can see is the trend line over the last 30 days. So the blue line over here you can see is the sales, so the amount of sales that they make every day in the last 30 days. The green line is a 7-day moving average. So what it will do is it will take the last 7 days worth of sales and make an average of it, so it will make it look like a much smoother line than the sales. So we want to make sure there's no massive spikes in the 7-day moving average. Sales is okay because that goes up and down during a day-to-day. That's absolutely fine. But we want to make sure over a long period of time that this line is generally going upwards or is generally smooth, and there aren't no major spikes going downwards and hitting that zero value, as you can see over here. Now the black line over here just gives you a trend line. It just shows you which direction the sales are generally heading. This is only a 30-day view, so we're not seeing the big picture view, and that's what you need to make sure you are looking at. So if we just go through this over here, we can see that the sales decreased on this day over here. You can see the blue line and the green line moving downwards, but then they also increased throughout the 30 days. They increase massively and then they decrease as well. But the 30 days is not necessarily what you want to look at. Let's look at the last 1 year. We want to make sure that there aren't any major dips in this. So what we do here, let's try and move this. We can't. Let's move me down here. What we want to make sure is there ain't no major dips. So as you can see, they started off extremely well over here. They did really well within the last year during April, and that's the summer season. So as you can see, it's probably correct for this type of product. Now they may have run out of stock over here or increased their price, which may have reduced the amount of sales that they're getting. But as you can see, it hasn't gone straight down to the zero mark. Now this could be the normal sales line, and this just could be a peak period throughout the year, which I am assuming is correct. So that doesn't worry me too much there. So let's take a look at the next one. Let's go here with 19 reviews. So it looks like they've just started out. They're making $10,000 a month. Let's look at the last year. And as you can see, there is a big spike during the summer season. So this looks like July straight through to November, and then there's a drop in sales, and this person may be managing the inventory correctly for the summer period, and as you can see, it starts to increase again. So that doesn't worry me massively because they're doing really well during the summer period. And as we can probably tell, this is starting to be a seasonal product, but it is something that I would definitely look at, because anything that works from July right through to November is absolutely fine. You make sure you're in stock for that period of time, and you make sure that you have low stock through the off-season period. But what I do want to tell you is that if you look at somebody who's been there for a while, so 409 reviews, that means they've been there for some time, you will see that there is a difference in their sales over time. So if you look at the 1 year over here, you can see that they're generally making a decent amount of sales. Look at the number on the left. This is 100 sales over here. So as you can see, that this has been doing well over a period of time, and as you can see, there are some dips. They don't drop down to zero, which is good, so they're still making money regardless. It may be due to stock, it may be due to price, but as you can see, there are some spikes, but it doesn't hit the zero mark. This bit here worries me a little bit, but that looks like it's October. There could have been something wrong there, but generally I'm not too worried. So I like to take a look at over this and look over here and just make sure that it's not seasonal, and that's how you analyze the sales trend lines. So if you can find something better than that, then great. I wouldn't worry about it too much, but it's definitely something that you should be looking at, so you know when to be in stock and when to make sure you keep your inventory, your stock low. So this is generally a seasonal product, so make sure that you're in stock during the summer period. That's when the traffic comes in for this type of product. So let's quickly look at the review velocity. So this is definitely something that nobody has on the market. Only Helium 10 Xray Chrome extension has this, and this is really important to look at. So this gives you a really good understanding of how quickly somebody is growing based on their reviews. So as you can see here, this person has received 3 reviews in the last month. This person has seen 1 extra review, 2. This person has received 7. This person over here has received 5. And what that tells you is that these people are growing, and these are products that you want to look into further. So if people are reviewing this at a rate of 3 per month and there's only 19 reviews, this is something you definitely want to look at, and you can see that they are growing. Now there's one quick tip that I want to show you. This person is growing quite rapidly, but you can see their rating is very, very low. So you can look into their reviews and see what people are saying about their product, so you can make the improvement and add better value to the product, so you can get these customers and start making some sales and profits and stay on the top of this list. So let's quickly look into this product to see what we can do to add value to this product as well. So let's take, for example, this one over here. This should have some information because this guy's been around for some time. As you can see, the review count is high. So if we open up this person's listing, so as you can see, they have their listing over here with their images, but what we want to do is scroll down and find out what people are buying with this product. So as you can see, they're looking at the organic seed starter, so that might be something you want to bundle into this product, and they're looking at more seeds over here. So this looks like some sort of starter kit to help someone get started in gardening, in using this, I think, biodegradable plant pot. So this is something definitely to look at as well. And remember, if you do start selling seeds with this plant pot, then you can start ranking for a seed starter kit as well, which are different words you can target. So if we go back to the information we have over here and we look at this person here, let's have a look at what is being recommended and what other customers are buying with this product. As you can see over here, they are buying a label pot marker. So that could be something that you can add to the product as well. And they are also buying trays as well. So that could be something you wanted to add to the product as well and give the customer that value. Now, what I would say as another tip is go through a number of these listings, try and see where the trend is and what people generally are buying with this product over and over again. So if the same type of seeds start coming up in a number of these listings, then it's starting to give you some information that the customer is saying, I want this plant pot and I also want to buy these seeds with it. Put those two together and it's highly likely that you will succeed with this type of product. I can't stress enough how important this tool is to look at your products, do your analysis, and there's so much more information over here, like the amount of images there are, the size tier, the weight, the dimensions, etc. You also have the BSR, which is something that I look at from time to time. The FBA fees as well. This is really, really important stuff that you need to make sure that you look at. It's a super, super powerful tool that also comes with the magnet tool as well, which is super important. I'm also going to do a video on the reverse async lookup soon, and I'm also going to be doing a video on how to get in contact with suppliers so you know exactly what to do after you've passed this stage. But you need Helium 10 to find all of this information, which will give you all of the tools that you need as well. If this is something that you want to go for, I do have a 50% coupon if you want to get the 50% off. Write Vik JC 50 and use the link below to get the discount. If you want this all in a written format, I have made an ebook that you can download for free. You can use it on Jungle Scout and you can use it on Helium 10 or any other product research tool. Now, grab your ebook if you want. It's free. All you need to do is add your name and email address with that link in the description. So go and check that out if that's something that you're interested in. This will help your Amazon FBA business through product research, so make sure you go and check that out. I will see you guys in the next video.